The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and it's in this summer. What a beautiful thing that is. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 9, Nasdaq's down 10, S&Ps are off 3.5. Gold contract up $1.60, trading at $12.5620. Silver down 4 cents, $16.67 an ounce. Platinum up $4, $9.27 an ounce. You get copper flat, $2.56 a pound. Light sweet crude up 28 cents, trading at $44.74 a barrel. Notes: 10-year note up 2 ticks, 126.29. 30-year bond up 7 ticks, 156.30. Both notes and bonds, folks. You get confirmed ABC structures on the way up. They just refuse to give it up. You're talking about a price projection in the 10-year note, 128.29. That would get you under 2%. In the 30-year, we're talking about 159.30. We're at 156.30 right now. King dollar. King dollar down 292 ticks, traded at 96.860. King dollar just can't handle price. It's pretty amazing, folks. We're at 6 months now. King dollar topped out January 3rd. Bottom line, it can't even catch a dead cat bounce. Bottom line, where are we going? 95, no 94 on a short-term basis. 91 is the bottom of the consolidation that it's been in since March of 2015. The euro is trading at 111, just about 112 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110.82 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We got quad expiration out here today. You're going to have volume in all the indices. The SPY sideways to slightly lower. You're down 18 cents. You're at 242.40. Your low that was established out here last Friday was 241.95. We got into that 241.63. Bottom line is that I suspect what you're going to do here, you're going to finish somewhere at this point, a little bit lower. You're going to have volume into the move. This is building cause to get into the lows of May 18th, which in the S&P, the SPY is 235.43. Dow Industrials are still at highs. The Dow just doesn't want to give it up, bottom line. It almost hit an all-time high again today, intraday. We hit 21,382. The high is 21,391. Your closing high is 21,374. NASDAQ Composite, NDX 100, different animals. Those babies are down and they have volume. You get the composite down $10. we're at 61.55. That's going to just close out at the lower end of the range. And what you're also going to have here, folks, is that you're going to have a lower low on the weekly basis, all with volume. So that those babies want to get tested. NDX 100, if you take a look at the 3Qs, 3Qs has the same type of setup. 3Qs down 31 cents. You've done 33 million shares. They'll throw another 10, 15 million at the close. That being said, what you also have, though, is that you have a monster high volume low with volume. You're talking about 304 million shares versus 192 of last week. And you're going to close at the lower end of this whole range. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold needs a bid. But bottom line, for a Friday, I'll take what they gave us. And it wasn't much. Gold's trading at 12.56. It would have been nice to get back inside 12.61. 12.61 is where I want to get back inside. Now, what's stopping gold in its tracks from going down further is that the sign of strength from the 17th of May, that's when we went from 12.40 to 12.64, as well as the 21st of March. That's when we went from 12.34 up to 12.55. Notes and bonds continue to say they want higher price, TX, lower yield. And, you know, we know that now what we had is that you had the Fed come out Wednesday, raise short-term rates 25 basis points, didn't do a thing to the bond market. They keep buying bonds, folks. This is a confirmed ABC structure in the way up. You're going to finish at the higher end of the range out here. We're at 125, 126.25. That 10-year is yielding 2.153. What it looks like is that we're actually probably going to be under 2% next week or at 2%. So that's pretty amazing. 30-year bond, we just have with the 30-year, also not only higher, it's almost at its high. So we'll probably get a closing high out of it. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a closing high for the week in both of them. 30-year bond, we're at 155.22. That took out all its swing points on the 14th. Had wide price spread, had the volume, all of the above. We have the price projection of that ABC structure is 159.30, just about the 160 mark. King dollar just can't handle it. Pretty amazing, actually. Yesterday, well, actually Wednesday. So the Fed day, folks, what you had is this: is that King dollar rejected lower price. That being said, though, you had high volume, so I expected, it was going to be tested. We got down to 96.020. We closed at 96.591. Yesterday, it tries to get higher. It can't even get to its swing point. Gives it up on volume, gives it up on price. Bottom line, what does it do today? Starts barreling back down, 33,000 contracts. You're going to close at the lower end for the week. Bottom line, you're talking 95. We put this on a continuous contract. What you're going to see on a longer-term basis is that once we got back inside the range that it has been trading in since March of 2015, and that number was 100.380. Once you get back inside that, it's game now for 91.880. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You have the Dow Industrials down 5, Nasdaq's off 17, S&Ps are off 5.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 2. You get the NASDAQ down 16. S&Ps are off 4.5. And if we go over and we take a look at the big dog on the street out here, we're talking Amazon. Amazon today, folks, is up $28. You're trading at $9.92. And they taking a run at Whole Foods. Whole Foods, they made a bid, $42 a share. Whole Foods are closed up, opened up $9.65. That's trading at $42.72 right now. Now, if you want to see something that's amazing, so that bid is approximately $13.8 billion at that price, folks, okay? So check it out. Whole Foods takes in $15.9 billion in cash, okay? So that's the first part. The second part actually gets just as intriguing, and what it is that with Amazon being up $28, that pays for the whole deal today. That's how this shakes out. So we'll see, and if you want to see what it has done to the food business in general, it put a jammer in it. So you have Walmart. Walmart is down $4, $3.89 at $75. That gap down this morning from the $79 level. Costco also gap down. Costco went from a price point, Costco's down $12.79 right now. That was at $181. It's at $167 right now. The shocker here actually is Walmart. Bottom line, Walmart also gap down. Target, we take a look at Target. Target also, Target's a mess. Target's actually, this is another ABC structure on the way down. If we take, excuse me, folks. You take Target back 3 years, this has been a one-way trip, $85 to $51. So that is no doubt pretty intense. The aspect, if we go look at WFM again, it looks that you get a couple of the large holders inside of Whole Foods are thinking that this price is inexpensive, and they're hoping that they're going to get either Walmart or Costco or Kroger. You want to see something? This Kroger, they got croaked. So Kroger in 2 days has given up almost the 30%. Kroger 2 days ago was $30.54. hit a low today of $20. Now you're at $22. So bottom line is that they are, whether this deal goes through or not, they are definitely going to change the landscape of the food business. And in fact, let's go look at Procter & Gamble, because they're changing what this is going to be about. Procter & Gamble's hanging up there. So they're going to change the supply chain, folks. That's how this shakes out. Let's go to man Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on?
Thank you very much for telling me to get out of Lumber Liquidators and Wendy's.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now I'm taking my wife on a trip to Athens, Greece, and the ship ends up in Venice, 2 weeks.
That is awesome, man. That is so cool.
Yeah. I went ahead. I wish I had gotten out a little earlier, but at least I got out. I went ahead and got out on the high volume day. When it broke into that, I got out. So
on the 19th?
I'm just wondering. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I had to get out somewhere, so
Well,
I
you
figured
had a good run. That was a good run.
Oh yeah, it was like $13,000. I'm happy.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Totally.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't have never gone to. She's a teacher, never gone to Greece and Venice. We're staying 3 extra days in Athens and 3 extra days in Venice. So
that's the way to do it, man. That's a beautiful thing. And Wendy, yeah, I guess that's both of those, man, really ran for you. That is awesome, man. That's what it's about. Take the bread and go spend it and go have a good time. Because guess what? Yesterday's here, tomorrow's not. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? And guess what? We're all going to be gone, folks. So go have a good time with it.
yeah, she's getting back like the day before she has to go back to school, and she's complaining about it. I said, if I'm over there, I'm spending 3 extra days in Venice.
Hey, school, yeah, that's great news, man. Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So maybe by the time you come back in September, then you can buy the Lumber Liquidators back. We'll see. I mean, it's.
I'm looking at a back where I got in one other time when it dropped down to like $19 to $22.50. Is that a good point to get back in?
Well, so what you got is this. Okay, the last 3 months, went from $15 to $30. You're at 24 now, $24.80. Let me put this on. It'd be really sweet somewhere, Okay, so you're just getting into the big bar of that $24.90. And if it digs into it, then, $19.46 is game. And probably, $19.60 to like $18.90 would be game. And it's pulling back the right way. Now, Al, what this doesn't have, right, and this is where the difference is, what this doesn't have now is a high volume high. So that just went into resistance, okay? So what you normally like to see, because then, see, you really don't have something to shoot for. Well, you have something to shoot for if it can get down to $16, because then you could shoot for the $20 on the other side, or maybe even 24. But that high there is not a good high. So that's saying also that you're going to see some pullback here. Let me go to Wendy's for a second. Are you still interested in Wendy's too?
Yeah.
You are. You've been liking Wendy's forever, man. I think the first time you called them Wendy's probably was 12 years ago, right?
Well, it was also Winn-Dixie I was in too, remember?
Oh, Winn-Dixie. That's right, man. That's right. Okay.
I made the money in that all of a sudden.
Okay,
I made it twice. Go ahead.
So Wendy's, it's set up the same way, actually. The difference is Wendy's has, the volume's pretty good at 1660. So Wendy's, you're down somewhere around, looks like almost about $8 or $9. That's kind of where you'd want to be because, you got some great buys the last time, and that's where your patience comes into play, man. Bottom line, just sit, wait.
What's going on with the market? Is it going sideways for a while?
Well, the Dow and the S&P, just do not want to crack. The NASDAQ, my take is the NASDAQ and the NDX 100, they cracked. When you take a look at, Apple, Apple, we're going to close. Apple's going to close at its lows on the weekly, and it's going to have monster volume. Apple can basically get that NDX low. You know, last week we did 159 million, and you went from 155 to 146. This week you did 200 million with a scream in there for 130. So we go take a look at Google. Google is set up exact same way. You're going to get a high volume swing low out here. Yeah, a big expansion of volume. We did 11.8 million. So, you know, the NASDAQ is going south, man. The real question is going to be, can it drag the Dow and the S&P along with it? Most times it always does, man.
Thank you very much, Tom, and you have a nice weekend.
And have a great vacation, man. That's a beautiful thing. You stay right there. Folks, we're coming right back. Dow right now is flat. NASDAQ is down 20. S&Ps are off 5. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 7. You get the NASDAQ off 21. Let's go look inside the NDX 100. We'll see the strength versus the weakness. Strength out here is Amazon. That's up 2.4%. Intuitive Surgical's up 1.8. You get Cintas up 1.7. Taken away from it, Costco. Costco's getting hit pretty good. That's down 7%. You have Walgreens down 5.5%. Dollar Tree is down 3.7%. Alexa Pharmaceutical is off 2.6%. We go to Walgreens for a second. You talk about getting smoked. And I really couldn't see anything inside Walgreens, man. I mean, is this getting hit because of the Amazon Whole Foods deal. This is a disaster. This baby, you're breaking swings, you're breaking it with volume. This has been a consolidation that's been here for quite some time. But it looks like we're going to go right to the very lower end of this consolidation, which is the $71 level. So be interesting to see how that whole thing shakes out. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market today. Now, we are going to have a high volume market today, folks. And what you're going to also have is that you have a high volume market and you're going to have lower prices. You get GE is down 5 cents. Bank of America is off 12. Apple's down $1.08. Actually, even the high flyers, we mentioned most of them up there. Let's go over to the XLK. So the XLK, folks, this is the tech select sector. This is no doubt been the high flyer ETF. This ETF, as one of our tigers was saying prior to last week, you can just buy that ETF and every day you're up $2. And there's no doubt that worked until it didn't work last Friday when the ETF went from 57 to 55 and you're laying at 55. Now, you're not only laying at 55, one of the benchmarks out here that you want to keep your eye on is the lows from May 18th. That low from May 18th is $54.37. You put this, and we put this on a weekly, what you're going to see is that you're hammering into that low and you get volume. We've done 94 million shares this week where the low, and it hasn't been hit yet, is 54.37, and that is going pounding into that level. So we're going to go to that level. The real question is, how do you get there? And does the volume sustain itself as you're going into lower price? Let's go take a look at Boeing. Boeing has been announcing deal after deal after deal. Boeing is trading at all-time high right now, 196. Yeah, there's a little rocket ship there. And each time it's going up, though, it's getting anemic on volume. So that's going to be interesting watching how Boeing does shake out. Last 3 or 4 days, they've been announcing deal after deal after deal, and each one of those deals was and is billions of dollars. Let's go to our man Carlos in California. Carlos, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
It was great talking with your wife there, too.
Oh, yes. She's right in the kitchen right now making some food after this morning.
Yeah, it's good to eat, and I haven't eaten yet today either. Someday, I normally eat at my desk every day, folks, but I didn't eat today. Today was a busy day.
Yeah, we try to eat about the time the market is over.
Okay.
It's almost 1 o'clock.
Okay.
In California, so it's a very good time. We have our breakfast and then kind of like dinner, lunch, because we only eat twice a day.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yes. Tom, the reason I call is I want to ask you if you can look at the behavior of platinum, comparing it with the other two metals.
Okay.
And if it's behaving better than the other one. Please.
So let's take a look. You get platinum. Platinum's trading at 926. Okay, so it's at the top of this consolidation since it got, trashed yesterday morning.
Yes.
Okay, so that's set up there. Let's see. 925. Oh, that's good. Okay, so it's inside 9. Okay, so you have two different things here. We came down June 1st, right? 951 to 925. We went right back topside, 925 to 957. And we're inside that, so that's positive. That's like, okay, it held where gold didn't. Here, I can bring up gold, Carlos, and you might have heard me at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
We're 1256. I would have liked to see gold get inside 1261.30. What happens is this. When you see signs of strength, right, and then you back down into them, what you like to do is you can get below them for just a short period of time, then what you like to do is get right back into that price. And you can see gold didn't where platinum has. And that's, to me, that's showing strength. You know, that's showing that, okay, it's, you know, someone else is buying them down there. So, you know, that's a good situation. You know, it's a lot better than gold, I can tell you that. You know, and
well, I placed last night, actually in the very early in the morning, a position just to test the waters, because remember when we had the announcement, it dropped.
Yes.
Well, earlier I sold my metals, but I sold it too early. When I saw the nice spike, I was very frustrated at the beginning. But then, when I saw the pullback, I said, "Well, I was glad I sold."
Oh no, big time, yeah.
And the thing is, I don't want to take it like a revenge trade, but I want to start tasting the waters again in the metals, and you know, it's just one of the favorite ones.
So on the platinum, I'd stay there. On the platinum, I like what's happening. I wouldn't necessarily just initiate a new one in gold. You know, I'm staying long gold. I'm staying long gold. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but I wouldn't just initiate a position right here. And the reason that I'm staying long gold has to do with the dollar. The dollar, it's amazing. I mean, the dollar again just couldn't handle it. You know, although actually, just since the last 10 minutes, folks, the dollar went down another 100 ticks.
Wow.
You know, so now we're at 96,830, and you know, the opposite effect is actually happening here. Many times, folks, in the metals market, we have to always watch out for Fridays because they can kill metals. But lately, they've just been killing the dollar. You know, so that would help all commodities. You know,
that would be great.
Are you looking at silver too?
I'm looking at the three metals, but I'm placing my first one this morning on only in platinum, and I'm going to watch very closely over the weekend and Sunday to see how it behaves on silver and gold.
Yes.
But since I'm in the den now, I can see what they, especially the professionals that are there.
Prowling in there.
I want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you so much, and I'm glad. And Happy Father's Day to you, Carlos.
All the guys on the den too.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Okay.
Take care.
Say hi to everyone for us, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to the front of our website, folks, and what you're going to see right there, we got a great webinar coming up for you. Now, this is it's only a few people that can do a webinar like this, folks. Man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, he's been in this business 55 years. Yeah, 55, and he's only 45 years old. How cool is that, right? Bottom line, he knows the market upside down, and he knows many markets, okay? You can imagine after 55 years. Bottom line, he has a great newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7. He is going to be doing a webinar for his subscribers. This is going to be a week from this coming Wednesday. It's going to be on June 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. What is he going to be talking about? Well, it's going to be like an autobiography, folks. He just did this in Europe for a crowd in Europe. He was talking with my son Tommy. Bottom line is that we said, hey, this is a great webinar to do. He's going to be going through the 1960s, talking about how trading was at that particular point, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, all of the above. Guess what? You have it all, folks, for the cost of the newsletter for the month. You can test drive the newsletter, $97. Bottom line, you're going to get the newsletter for a full month. You get the webinar. So check it out on the front page of TFNN over the weekend. If you do it today, tomorrow, his weekly newsletter will come out on Monday, folks, Monday morning. So you're going to get a full-blown newsletter Monday morning also. Now, let's go over and we take a look at the financials. So we had the Fed raise rates, short-term rates, that is. The market itself has brought short-term rates lower. So this move by the notes and the bonds are saying that there's more demand for notes and bonds than there are supply. What happens if that happens? Bottom line, you have a higher price in the bond market. You get a lower yield. The XLF, what the XLF hasn't been able to do is that the XLF has not been able to make it through ICE. And what ICE is, and this is where this gets really intriguing, and this is why. So picture the way that the market is set up, folks, the way that the NDX is set up, well, not the whole market, the way that the NDX is set up and the composite is that you come off the highs from last week. You have monster volume. We're actually going to have a larger weekly volume than we did last week in those indices. In the XLF's case, and because we had large volume all week, the bottom line, the XLF tries to get to a high. Can they make it? No. What are they going into? The XLF was going into the downdraft from the week of March 24th. We did 587 million shares. Well, you failed on price and volume. We have only done 402 million shares thus far. What that sets up, can't bust them up, going to try to bust them down. And it looks to me like the XLF wants to run into about the $21.70 area. We go over to the XLE. Now, actually, let's go look at oil first. So, oil, right now, we are trading at $44.96. It was up 0.6% today. This also can't hold price. It's pretty amazing watching this thing shake out. You know, once it broke the 44.45, it broke it with conviction. You get a bounce here with no conviction. We put this on a continue contract, and what it's looking like is that the good old oil contract wants to try to make its way down to the lower end of this consolidation, which would make sense. It's about $42.20. Now, if we break that, then look out. Then you're talking real numbers. 39, and then if you break 39, you get the whole bottom open at $26. It's hard to believe, but oil was trading $26 January to February in 2016. The cool thing is, since the summer's here, all our driving, guess what? Gasoline right now looks like it's going to stay low. Unleaded gas is $144.91. Let's call it $145 a gallon. That being said, it looks like it wants to run down into the, yeah, look at this anemic bounce. This is pretty sick. So the unleaded market, folks, broke the consolidation it was in, and it broke it with 88,000 contracts. It's trying to get higher today with 49,000. That is setting up XB. Okay, so that's setting up unleaded gas down at $1.26. And right now you're at $1.45, so that's quite a number. And let's go over to the XLE. We'll look at the large integrated oil and gas companies. Now, the XLE has led the actual physical price of oil. And the XLE right now, bottom line, is building cars. You know, there's a big support right where we are in the XLE, meaning $65. You know, we'll see, you know, what we do out here the next few weeks, because where the support comes in is April of 2016, as well as August of 2015. So you have support here. The real question is going to be, can it catch a bid, or in fact, is this going to go down to the next leg? Right now, those large integrated oils don't look like they're going to go down to the next leg. If we take a look at Exxon's actually got a bid out here today. Exxon looks like it wants to try to run up to 84.25. That's a point higher than we are right now. We take a look at Chevron, and Chevron wants to do the same thing. Chevron's up $1.73, and Chevron looks like it could run into like 10. Well, this is funny. It's not that much farther. Yeah, you get 110.32. So both of those are catching a bid out here today, and they have been down for 6 solid months also. So big numbers when you're talking about down 6 solid months. Let's go take a look at the NQs. The NQs, folks, are the NASDAQ futures as we come to the close. Now, these NQs, you talk about getting some volatility in them. These babies can go up and down 7 to 8 to 9 points at about a heartbeat. What I expect, the way they're trading right now, the low of the day out here is 55.61. You know, when we started the program, we were up at 56.97. So it's already given up 20 points. It looks to me like we're going to be down from 56.74. It's going to go lower than that. The lows of the day, a game here. You know, 56.61. Yeah, you got it. It's game. It's particularly game because see what we haven't done yet. We haven't tested the low from yesterday. The low of yesterday is 56.41, and if in fact we close down at those lower levels, that is going to set up our next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday some tough markets out here. Because what we do have is this: next week, if we close where we are right now, and particularly in the NASDAQ, you know, the S&Ps are still going to be at highs, the Dow's at highs. You close where we are in the NASDAQ right now, that has the makings of jumping the ice on probably not Monday, Tuesday, because you got to remember something. Summer trading, Monday and Friday are normally slow. Now, this Friday's not slow because we have option expiration. You're going to get some big numbers as we come into the closeout here. We have the Dow Industrials up 10, Nasdaq's down 15, S&Ps are off 3.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
And come over to our website at TFNN.com. You can, of course, Larry is right at the top of the carousel. You can test drive Larry's newsletter. You get that for a full month. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's $97, 30-day money-back guarantee. You get also into the web, that 2-hour webinar a week from this Wednesday. Now, as you're over there, if you'd like to test drive the gold report, you can do that for 1 month, absolutely free. You can test drive my Market Insights, which is my daily newsletter, 2 weeks, absolutely free. You can check them out right on the front page. Well, you go to the front page of TFNN, you hit newsletters, and they're all lined up right there. Let's go over and we take a look at how we're coming into the closeout here. And what you're going to see on an option expiration, folks, right now, the NYSE has done as much, well, it's done 60 million more than it's done yesterday. We will see about 300 or 400 million come in at the close. We're at 882. That'll bang out 1.2, 1.3 billion rather. We go take a look at the NASDAQ composite. You're already at 1.9 billion, so that very well could do a 2.4 somewhere around there. And what that's saying is this, is that the composite had come off the highs last Friday, monster volume. You did a counter trend bounce Tuesday and Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with light volume. You basically went back down yesterday with some decent volume. Today you're going to have some big volume. Now, what that also sets up is that you are pounding the lows on a weekly basis with volume. And when we were just talking about the aspect of jumping the creek, the ice, and I'll show you how this is set up. Well, the setup inside the composite is at the first low, which is 61.37. And because we're at 61.49, that's going to be pretty easy to do on Sunday night. All right, now let me go. I'll pull up the futures, NQU7. And I'll show you how these futures are set up, because the futures, the NDX futures are set up the exact same way. We have the low of last Friday is 56.69. We're at 56.84. You have volume behind the move. We put this up. What you're going to see is that you're going to see how this creek is set up. You know, you're right next to the creek. So you've been hammering. Picture that you got a 3-family house, and you're on the top floor. What happens is this. The way when you look at a chart and you get an expansion of volume, what is happening is that you're hammering the floor. You're in the 3rd floor right now. You're hammering that floor. The more you hammer it with volume, what ends up happening? Bang! Floor splits apart. What happens? Then you get on to the next floor. Bang! You start hammering it with volume, it's going to split apart. And the next floor, and this is where this gets intriguing with the market in general, is that on the 18th and the 17th of May, you also have high volume lows, because that's where this thing wants to go. I suspect we're going to be there next week. You hit that baby, and then it's going to be game to get back in the lower range. See, the NASDAQ, the thing that's pretty amazing is that the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ went up so dramatically, it's going to take quite a bit for the NASDAQ to actually get inside its lower range. You know, if we look at the Qs have to get down into 132.74, 6 points from here to get in their lower range. Now, we know how the Qs trade. The Qs traded down $5 last Friday. You know, it seems like it's hard to do until you get a day like that, and then all of a sudden the market blows apart. And what that's all about is that when folks are getting out of the markets, it is very hard. That door is very small. And because of the ETF structures, it's barrels. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. This is it. Grab it and have a blast. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Happy Father's Day. Look forward to speaking on Monday. Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.